What's going on, everybody? It's me again, your boy Rahim Brazil, coming right back to you with another Grind Time TV exclusive. Look, I want to thank you so much for tuning in and subscribing thus far. Look, we have a lot more interviews, a lot more exclusives coming up to you, so make sure you check us out every time we post. So what I need you to do is make sure you subscribe right down here at the bottom. Yes, do that. And also click on that notification bell because that's going to give you the updates quickly, so that way you'll be able to see the interviews right at your home. Look, I have the pleasure of sitting down with two amazing individuals. They just started a up-and-coming production company. Look, they're going to be doing a lot more movies and series and a host of different things. So we want to get to the nitty-gritty of it. I have Dem Girlz Productions in the building. Look, we're in the building today. We're not outside. So we're in the building. So get ready for this new Grind Time TV exclusive. Once again, everybody, I want to thank you for tuning in. Look, I have the amazing up-and-coming new production company on the scene for you. What's going on, Dem Girls?
Hey, how you doing?
How y'all doing? Look, I'm going to allow y'all to introduce yourselves. So tell the people to the camera your name and tell them your name as well.
My name is Belinda Rogers.
And I'm Angie Felton.
And we are collectively
Dem
Dem
Girlz.
Girlz.
Yes, Dem Girlz.
Dem with a D.
D.
And a Z.
And a Z. That's
Who
right.
that? Dem Girls?
Well, that's totally awesome. Look, I want to welcome you to Grind Time TV and allowing us to have this exclusive.
Well, thank you for having us.
Look, it's amazing. You have some amazing things going on, and we're gonna bring light to that and tell everybody exactly what you have going on, because I know you have a movie coming out.
That's right. Divided we fall.
And you're rocking the shirt.
That's
right.
Divided we gotta represent.
You gotta represent. Okay, so we're gonna talk about representing and everything. So just tell us a little bit about Dem Girlz Productions.
Okay, Dem Girlz Productions was started last year by Angie and myself. And it came about because I wrote this script and we wanted to do something with it. And so we kind of put our heads together and we came up with Dem Girlz Productions.
Okay.
She said it.
Well, that's totally awesome. So from you writing the script, let's take it back a little bit.
Okay.
How did you get into script writing?
Okay. I'm going to take it back a little bit too.
Okay.
So I never really thought about writing.
Okay.
And it came about a couple of years ago. I was at a friend's house. And she had another friend there. And this friend was a prophetess. I didn't know this. But she came up to me and she started prophesying. Oh, and really? She told me that I was going to be an author, an entrepreneur. I was going to be involved in a women's ministry. And, you know, I accepted these things, but to myself, I was like, okay. Okay. And fast forward, a couple of years after that, I started writing for the youth ministry at my church. I would write their skits for plays and stuff to do during the holidays. And then I got involved with this guy. He had a play. He had written a play. And he asked me to come on board to help him with it. And that's where I brought Angie on board because I know she likes to act and that stuff. So I brought Angie on board. And we were involved with that play, but it wasn't progressing.
Okay, so it wasn't really taking off.
No, it wasn't taking off. So one day we were leaving rehearsal, and Angie said, hey, you should write your own script.
Okay, so Angie gave you the idea.
Angie, yes.
Because I knew I know she was starting to write a book, so I knew she had it in her. I knew she wanted to do it, so I'm like, why not?
Right, yeah, I forgot about that. Meanwhile, I had started just kind of doodling, and I wrote a couple of chapters of a book, and I had let Angie read it. Because, you know, you got to let somebody read it to make sure you ain't crazy.
Okay.
So that day, she said, why don't you write your own script? So I started, we started brainstorming. And I said, what can I write about?
Right.
And we started brainstorming. And I remember when I got home that day, I just started writing. It was just flowing out of me. Wow. And out came Divided We Fall.
And it just came out of you. So you didn't put an actual outline for the story or anything. You just started writing.
When we were brainstorming, we started thinking about, okay, well, what can I write about? And I knew I wanted to write about some of the social issues that were going on today.
Right, right.
And so I guess we kind of outlined because I was thinking, okay, well, I can make it about 3 couples. And I'm going to have an interracial couple and this and that. So, but yeah, I sat down and I just started writing.
Oh, that is so awesome.
It's amazing.
So, where do you think the inspiration was coming from?
God.
God.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Yeah.
So, let's take it back to this prophetess.
Okay.
So, she spoke these things into your life, and now you are actually seeing some of this come into fruition. Do you think that was the leading of God to pull you this direction?
Definitely. Yeah. And now remember, that was a weekend that it happened, and that Monday when I went back to work, I told Angie, I said, you know, I met this lady this weekend, and she told me these things.
Right.
And so when things started happening, you know, I started thinking back like, wait a minute.
Right.
I was told these things were going to happen.
Right.
So, yeah.
Okay, so where are you with the book?
The book, I haven't really been able to do much more on it because I've been working on Divided We Fall.
Okay.
But I do have maybe about 8 chapters of it. So I'm about halfway done.
Okay. Angie, how did y'all meet?
We actually met at work.
Oh, y'all met at work?
Yeah, we met at work. I mean, I'm not originally from here, so we met at work.
Okay, so how did y'all kind of like get into this whole, because y'all are really close, and y'all have a really fun, dynamic relationship, and you obviously you can tell there's a lot of care here. So how did y'all get to that point?
You know, at work, we work really closely together. We have a seminar. We have 2 seminars that we do a year, so she and I pretty much kind of had everything. Okay. So at work, we're always working together. Okay. And then it just kind of spilled into our personal life. You know, we realized we work great together, and we have fun while we're doing it. So why not, you know, make a business out of it and, you know.
So why did you feel that she should write this script? Where did that come from for you?
Well, you know, when I read her book, the first couple chapters, I'm like, girl, this is good. You need to, you know, pursue this. You know, and again, I remember her telling me about the prophet. And again, when she told me about it, we talked about it for a few days and we just kind of forgot about it, you know. But, and then after we came from that particular rehearsal, it's like, you're a writer. You need to write. Write that script. It's in her. You know, she's a great writer. So it's like, do it.
That's so awesome to see you have someone being as supportive to push you, and that's what you want from out of your friends and things like that. So you went home and you said, I'm going to go piece something together, and it just started flowing and flowing. Okay, after you got every character written down, what happened after that? After you got done writing the initial story?
So after I only wrote one scene because I was like, I don't know if this is good. So I said, Angie, I'm going to send you something. Read it and give me your honest opinion. Right. So I sent it to her, and I'll let you tell me what you said.
What you say?
It was great. I'm just like, girl, first of all, Thomas made me so mad. I was so mad at him. I'm like, oh, he get on my nerves. I'm like, you got to finish this. It was that good. Like that first scene. You know, usually when you read something, if it doesn't grab you initially, it's pretty much a dead deal. The moment I started reading it, it just grabbed me, and I was just like, all these emotions were going through, and I'm like, you know what, you got to finish this, girl, because it's good.
Because it's good. How long did it actually take you to finish?
About 3 months.
About 3 months. Okay, so were in that moment where you just kind of going back and forth to it?
Right, I didn't write on it every day.
Okay.
I only wrote on it when I felt, you know, I had something to say. Yeah,
That's cool.
I remember she would be like, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. She'd be writing. Like she'll
Yeah.
tell me like the next day, girl, I was up at 3 o'clock. I'm like, what? Yeah.
Which leads into my next question. So I know a lot of people have a particular process that they go through when they're creating or when they feel inspired or whatever. What does that process look like to you? What does it feel like? Like, do you have to put yourself in a mental space, or do you have to, everybody have to be at the house? Is it a certain time? Like, what does that process look like for you?
For me, it looks like it's quiet. I'm usually in my bedroom.
Okay.
And it's usually in the wee hours of the morning. That's when I do my best writing.
Yeah, same.
Because it's quiet and,
it's quiet. I feel like you can think.
Right.
You know,
and you don't have all of these distractions going on.
And everybody else in the world is normally asleep. So I'm like, I can think more. You know what I'm saying? And everything is just...
Right. And you hear your thoughts.
Yeah, because I write my best song 3 o'clock in the morning. Everybody sleep. So that's awesome. So you actually get the pleasure of being behind the scene and also seeing this coming to light. How does that feel for you?
Surreal. It's almost like it's not even, we can't even fathom, even believe that's actually happening, because just a year ago we were just talking about it.
Yeah,
it was just talk. Now all of a sudden, of course, you know, we have the best director in Atlanta, Georgia.
Well,
you know, Mr. Rahim Brazil.
I'm not going to toot my own horn, but
we'll toot it for you, no worries.
Right.
Yeah. So we, you know, when we first figured out, okay, we have to do something with the script, and we had no idea what we were getting ourselves into. We had bought a camera. We had bought a DJI, whatever it is. We're like, okay, we're going to shoot this ourselves. And we realized, you know what? And because it was just going to be, we're going to put it on YouTube, something just for our friends or whatever. And we're like, okay, we better get a professional. So we found Mr. Rahim Brazil.
They kind of found me, and we can talk about that a little bit.
Okay.
So it's kind of crazy because before I even considered to put my information on Craigslist and do a little bit of promotion, I was kind of in transition, and I hated my job, and I was like, look, I need to do something else. I need to do this full time because this is where my passion lies. So I was like, I'm gonna create a Craigslist, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna create no Craigslist. Ain't nobody gonna hit me up. So I was like, okay, Rahim, get out your head, just go and do it. And then, like, I think a few days later, you reached out.
Really?
Yeah.
So it was that quick?
It was that quick.
It was that quick.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, somebody hit me up. Wow.
Hey.
Like, oh, this is really real. So, and I think we had a phone conversation. You tell them about it.
Okay, so I think I sent you a message through your...
Through the Craigslist.
Through the Craigslist. And you called... and we had a conversation. And I remember from that conversation, I just felt like you were so genuine when you were talking to me. And it felt like we already knew each other to me.
Right.
And you gave me advice, and you were so helpful and encouraging, because I was doubting myself. I was telling you that, like, I don't know, you know, this is my first time. I don't know what I'm doing. And I remember after our conversation, I talked to Angie. I always talking to Angie. And I said, Angie, I talked to Rahim, and I think he's the one.
I think
She did. I said the conversation was easy. He was caring. He was genuine. He was even encouraging me. Like, this man don't know me, but he's talking to me like he knows me.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And we set up a meeting, and bam, divided we fall happened.
Yeah.
How was the process for you? How was the actual filming it? How did it make you feel?
It made me feel like I had accomplished something, because, you know, I had written it and I had put it down, and I wasn't thinking about it anymore.
Wow.
Here comes
Here comes the
Angie.
Angie.
Look, we gotta do something with it.
Everybody need an Angie.
Everybody needs
My friend got
Angie.
skills, okay?
Yeah.
She's extremely
She was
talented. That's
like,
a gift.
What are you doing? We have to do something with it. So to see it to this point now, just like she said, it's surreal.
Yeah.
I just can't fathom how we got here.
Yeah.
you know?
And so quickly, too.
And so quickly.
It did go rather quickly.
It did.
It did
Yes.
go rather quickly. How long did we take to film? About a month?
Yeah. Really.
If that. It was like 2 weekends.
Yeah.
It was 2 weekends.
It was 2 weekends.
You did your thing, too, now.
Well, you know, we all did our thing. You know, and for your first production, for your first film, I want to applaud you. Because it really is a great storyline, and it really captures people and put them on an emotional roller coaster. I know when I'm watching stuff, I want to be able to feel up and I want to feel down.
Right.
I want you to, you know, give me something more.
Right.
So let's talk about the suspense.
Okay.
A little bit. So this one character, Thomas, is I know is going to, everyone is going to hate him, but then they might love him.
Right.
How did you come up with that? Because it's sometimes hard to create those moments that give people like, oh, well, you're like, oh, you hate him, you hate him, you hate him. You're like, oh, I like him now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how did you come up with that?
Again, I have to say it was God inspired. Because as I was writing Thomas, like these things just came out of nowhere.
Right.
I don't understand. When I look at Thomas, when I'm watching the movie, I'm like, wow, he's a jerk.
Yeah.
You know?
Pretty much.
Right. And so I can't say exactly, but God.
But God.
But God.
But God. Okay. Well, Angie, so she mentioned that you want to do some acting. Do you feel like you're a dramatic person? I had to throw that out there.
Wait, why is everybody laughing, though?
Because actors feel like they're dramatic.
I'm a little extra. A little extra. I mean, yeah, I guess I could be a little dramatic sometimes. I think you guys know me well enough by now to, you know.
I think you'll be a great actress.
It means a lot coming from you, because I doubt myself a lot. Because, you know, it's one thing you joke around and you play and, you know,
Right.
But it's different when you actually have to do it, and, you know, it's scary.
Look, I know, because, you know, we all carry a little bit of doubt. We're so critical of ourselves, and, you know, but that's the moment where you have to realize, okay, I need to get out of my own way, and I need to make sure that I'm able to carry out my dreams and my passions that's living inside of me, because I don't want to take them to the grave.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And those are the moments, if you have any fear, those are the moments where you need to pull from your God inspiration and just go for it, because that's when you're going to give your best, y'all. So if you have fear, that's just a sign to say, do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, you know, Belinda had written, there's a part in there that she technically wrote for me.
Oh.
The Sophia character was
Sophia.
So
actually
you were supposed to
written.
be
Sophia.
Yeah, I was supposed to be
Oh.
Sophia, but, you know, Erica came in and did her thing, and I had to bow out gracefully. She killed it. Yes, that was written for me.
Well, what do you like about being behind the scenes?
You know, it's weird. It's a lot of work, but I actually like it. I thought I was gonna be more. I thought I was gonna be happier being in front of the camera, just so I can be silly and be myself. But I like all the back work and having to get all the either deadlines or get all this stuff done. And I don't know, it just I enjoy it, oddly enough.
And what do you like about being behind the scenes?
I like being creative behind the scenes. I like being able to watch the story unfold and to see those words come into life. It's amazing.
That's awesome.
I think Belinda still kind of like feels like, wow, I wrote that.
I am.
Like, you know, when we're watching movies, like, I wrote that. Like, yeah, girl, you wrote that.
It's going to be surreal when it comes to theaters, and we're going to talk about that. But right now, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, because we got a clip for you to see, and we're going to insert it right here. So make sure you check us out. Look, you're watching Grind Time TV. Let's go.
There's some carjackings in the area.
And what did you say to get yourself put in handcuffs?
Baby, that's not important.
No, Thomas. I have warned you over and over again about your mouth. You do not listen.
All right, you gonna let me finish?
Fine.
So when you look at me, what do you see? Success, right?
I see a well-dressed man who seemed to have it together.
Baby, come on, look at me. You see success.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I want to welcome you back to another Grind Time TV exclusive. Look, I have the pleasure of sitting here with two outstanding individuals. I have Dem Girlz Productions right here with me. Look, we're chopping it up about their new movie called Divided We Fall. It is a story of about redemption. About redemption. So let's talk about that. A story of redemption. Who is being redeemed?
That would be Thomas.
That would be Thomas.
That would be Thomas.
Why did you want to give Thomas a moment of being redeemed?
Because I think I want people to get out of this film that we all should, what am I trying to say? That everybody can be redeemed.
Yeah.
Even the unrighteous, the unrighteous of somebody that you think is just not forgivable. But everybody can be forgiven.
Oh, that's that's so powerful. Everybody can be forgiven. Okay. So you wrote the script and we actually got it done and we got it filmed. So what's next?
What's next? Well, there will be a sequel to
That's
Divided
a
We
sequel.
Fall. Yes, there will be a
Have
sequel.
you begun writing?
I have.
Oh Lord
I-
Jesus.
Get ready, y'all. It's gonna be good.
Have you read it?
Of course.
Oh,
Of
Lord.
course. Yes.
You like it?
Love it. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, are we bringing back the same characters or?
We are bringing most of the characters back,
Okay.
and some new ones.
And some new ones.
And some new
Oh,
ones.
so is it all right? Because it's going to be awesome to see how these characters play out and what's expected of them going further. What was the best part about seeing these characters play out their roles?
The best part about it was, while I'm watching it, I'm thinking, okay, where else can I go with that?
Yeah.
What else
Yeah.
can I do with that? And as a matter of fact, today when I was watching it, I was sitting there like, okay, I think I need to do this. I need to add this to part 2. So,
Wow.
yeah,
So you're already getting inspiration by watching.
yes.
Okay. When does it come out?
November 3rd, Saturday.
Saturday, November 3rd. Okay. Quickly tell the camera exactly where it's going to be and give them some information about where it's going to be.
Okay, so our red carpet movie premiere is going to be Saturday, November 3rd at the 3D Church in Lithonia, Georgia. Doors open at 4:30. We're having a live performance by Jacoby X, who is an up-and-coming artist. We also have WCEG Penny Rogers from the radio station. She's going to be hosting the red carpet, as well as John Solomon from We Inspire Network Radio is going to be on the red carpet as well. So everybody needs to be there November 3rd. Get your tickets on Eventbrite and just search Divided We Fall.
Divided We Fall. That's awesome. Look, we want to see more of Divided We Fall. So when you get that second part, we're going to have to do another interview.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Because we gotta tell of these stories. We gotta tell stories where we do capture people's heart and we show that, we can be one way, but there's always forgiveness.
Yeah.
There's always forgiveness. So anything new for your production company? What do you plan to do for your production company?
Well, in addition to the second series, we're also going to, this is a little bit further in the future, we're going to do a web series as well.
Okay.
Hopefully a spin-off from the girls in Divided We Fall. We're hoping to do some commercials as well for some people that we have that have contacted us. So we got a lot of stuff going on that we're trying to do. So
Okay. Well, I'm excited about it, and I can't wait to see more. And I want to once again congratulate you.
Thank
and
you.
say, look, it's been an amazing ride, and thank you for allowing me to be your director and to be able to capture your story because it is such an impactful story.
Thank
know what I'm
you,
saying?
and
So,
thank you
Yes.
for taking on our story.
yes.
No,
We love
I like to
us some
say
Rahim
God
Brazil.
sent me your way. I don't know.
He
'cause
did.
it's just the way it
He
happened.
did.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He did.
So yeah,
Yeah.
look, we're going to get more information for you. We're going to post it up. So make sure if you're in Atlanta to come out to the 3D Church to check out this outstanding movie. Look, you're going to love this movie. and we want to see more. So make sure. Also, make sure you follow Dem Girlz real quick. Tell them where to follow you and how to contact you.
Okay, so you can follow us on Instagram at Dem Girlz, is DemGirlz 2017, and then on Facebook it's Dem Girlz. And if you just need to send us an email, it's DemGirlz2017, or you can give us a call or 954-684-4118 and hit us up.
Awesome. Y'all heard it right here on Grind Time TV. Look, we got more exclusives for you. So you got to make sure that you set that notification and make sure you subscribe. Make sure you do that. Make sure you subscribe, because that's going to give you the lead way to get to our exclusive a lot quicker. And we also got some more content for you. You know, Twisted will be coming to you on November the 17th. We're doing a premiere party as well. So look, you got two wonderful premieres. You got Dem Girlz and you got Twisted. Stop playing with us. We out here making noise. It's grind time. Look, we on grind mode. So I want y'all to check us out. Make sure you follow me at Rahim Brazil online on Instagram, and follow our Instagram at grindtime_TV. Coming right back at you with another exclusive. It's not a show, it's a movement.